Last but not least, good old Fazben. Fazben, I don't even need to talk to you because I can do it straight through here. Number 2. We already did that, so it was just 3 we're missing. Wow, really? We did 2 as well? The snowy path. Ugh, I really don't want to... I don't want to do that. Can I say no? It's gonna be cold. Let me guess, you want a pyro character using a pyro ability.
It's getting cold, you say?
Yeah,
I feel
indeed.
fine.
If you say so. Include the character. 8 o'clock, you say. Between 8 and something? Okay. If you say so, that's awfully specific. Yaguchi? Yaguchi. Cool. That is so bizarre. I've never had a time specification before, but I'm okay with this because it can make some awesome pictures. Oh, we're standing next to a fire and everything. Well, I suppose I could probably take damage if I get too close. Oopsies, hold up. Alright. Okay. It's a bit far away. Ugh. Killer chills. Drinks of society, I tell you. Pretty music on Dragon's Spine, apparently. Ugh. More killer chills. Up. Up! I officially hate you. Bruh, I am not... I can't climb that. It comes towards me. I can't climb rock that comes towards me. Best thing I can do is go here and hope I don't die of hypothermia or run out of stamina. God, what a shitty one. I don't like this at all. I think I'll hate them. It's either that or we go the long way. Those are your 2 options, buddy. Oh, I need to go up that ridge anyway. Oh, well, it's easy to approach it from the other side. Please tell me you can get up this next part and I do not have to sidle all the way to the right. You got this. You got this. You got this. Phew. He does got this. Thank God for that. Yes, yes, I know. It's super cold. Hopefully there's going to be a nice chill fire for you to go next to up here. Look at that. There's a fire. There's a fire. Just warm yourself. There you go. Nice and toasty. And what are your specifications? Character and idle animation. Well, you're going to have to wait for that one. I didn't get the choice. Colonel Hatham, you're good at idling.
Wait.
There we go. Nice work, buddy. And last but not least, we have a random ass picture. Why, you ask? The answer is, I don't know. You know, it's probably quicker to have gone from the left-hand side, but that's okay, we're here now. Like, something like this would have been a really cool shot. Why a tree? It's not even the important tree. It seems a bit random. At least the previous ones have been on, like, scenic landmarks. This is just a tree, yo. Please tell me it's not going to be by those, lovely Hillatals doing their good old tribal dance. And the Fatui lady. We're off to a strong start. You're fine. You're fine. Yep. Great angle. Character must wield the power. I told you, because we're in Dragonspine, somebody was gonna need it. Look, young Fate. It's been a while.
Next time, be sure to...
You know what? Let's have her actually use her ability.
Motion to...
We are destroying the trees.
Hell.
Nice work, dude. Let's get you out before you die. El Peter.
How long will this require?
It will require until I grow bored of you, or until I need to change you out for other characters, you know? That's how long it will take. What do we got here? Attain Dulcim in the final one. Super. Complete the photo taking challenge in Wormrest Valley, which is the last one. Jesus, so generous. Complete Pursuing Wind. Yep, done. Hell, we're up to level 7 already. What are we at? Level 2? Damn. Oh, yes, I need the Fragile Horizon. We'll take. Cool. I will happily claim the rewards of my efforts. Gimme. And that is it there. Let us get our event stuff. Alright, so all I needed were the Silk Graces that I shan't be using. Cool. Oh. Boom. And then I wanted you. And then I wanted you. I'll take you. And the rest of you can go rot. Okay. I mean, I don't want this weapon for any reason. Oopsies, wrong button. Whatsoever. But since it's here, I may as well refine it, right? That's what we're doing. We're refining this abomination. Mailed Flower. I really don't like your name. Whispers of Wind and Flower. Within 8 seconds after the character's elemental skill hits an opponent or the character triggers an elemental reaction. Their attack. Well, honey, this means it has to be a main DPS, because if it's just somebody I'm using the elemental reactions for, they're not going to be on this field 8 seconds. On the field? Yeah. Their attack and elemental mastery will be increased by 12% and 48% respectively. What do you mean though within 8 seconds? It either is in 8 seconds, or are you saying it's random at some point within the 8 seconds? It could be 1 second, it could be 3, it could be 5. That's very unspecific text. And to me, specificity is super duper important. Really? Really? I have no use for you. At least I used the sacrificial sword. It was a sacrificial sword I got from the event, yeah? Was it the sacrificial sword? The ugly pink one. Festering Desire, that's the one. I mean, I'm not using it currently, but I did get a pretty hot workout with it. Where did my sword go? Ugly flowers. There you go. How did I lose you? I just don't get the whole within 8 seconds business. That just makes no sense to me. Makes no sense. I really don't want to. I don't have many resources as it is. I have only gotten these because I so carefully and delicately farmed with my wishes. And I'm going to have to level up somebody else's weapon. This is a really, really terrible idea for a weapon I'm never going to use. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I thought that was going to be an issue. Okay, well, I just wasted all those level up materials then, because I am not doing a domain to level it up. I'm pretty sure I've already bought all the ones that the Mondstadt shop has, right? It doesn't like refresh once you use it all, it's just gone skis. I'm pretty sure that's how this thing works.
This weather is perfect for doing nothing at all.
Majori, how is you? That's great. Let's just get to the souvenirs. Nope, not souvenirs. That one. Yeah, see? They don't replenish. Oh, hello? Yoink? I mean, I'll never be doing the Animo Traveler again, but it seems kind of wasteful not to take that, you know? And these as well. You may as well take all three. In fact, what am I using this animo stuff for? Absolutely nothing is the correct answer. I will take everything you have to offer. Thank you very much. I appreciate your trade. I'm not using it for anything, so you might as well. Oh, really? I'm just so short. Typical. Hi, what do you want? Spend animosity. Oh, hey, woot. Chapter 8. Win. Yeah, no. I mean, I could, but I cannot be bothered. I don't even know. Where do I spend geosigils? Is there an equivalent Marjorie in Liyue? But where? I don't know. Look, I'm working on it, game. I keep forgetting it's there, but I do have to go back to it at some point. I would like to finish the freaking Vanarana thing so I can get that trauma out of my life. Oops, hold on. I think we're still... No, we're all good. Cool. I didn't remember if I'd gotten out of single multiplayer or not. Yeah, so you're kind of up shit creek, Mr. Sword Claymore thing. I can't help you. I can't help you. Today is none of those days, and I'm not going to have any care factor by Saturday. Soz. But what we do have is an abundance of primogems. Well, I don't know if it's really abundance when you can only get 4 wishes for it, but still. So we are now on 33 at 75 pity, assuming... You can't lose a 50-50 multiple times, right? Once you lose a 50-50, your next one is guaranteed. So I am guaranteed to get the next 5-star I wish for. So, good to know. I really would like to pull on this blue banner. Oh, did we get Shinobi last time we did this? That sucks. I've completely blanked that out of my memory because it was just so memorable. Let's get this quest out of the way. A riddle amidst the crowds. Even though the clues are few and vague, you and Sucrose continue to work at uncovering the mystery behind the prophecy. 2 days later, you say 8 o'clock. 1 day... 2 day? Day after tomorrow, yep. That sounds good. Just have to wait for the terribly, terribly slow cloak animation. I mean, I get that it's trying to change the in-game, like, time, like the setting and the sun and the shadows are and stuff, but it really takes too long. Alright, Sucrose, where do you want me?
Today's the day.
Right this way.
Meet up with Sucrose.
Sucrose! Hi.
Sucrose, we're here!
Any thoughts?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready. And Collei just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure what things she would have to sort out at the inn, but sure.
Apparently, Tainari and Sino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
Understood. How has progress been on your end?
Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water.
Okay.
I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can.
Please do. This little mind cannot comprehend much.
I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence. But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion.
And you know why that is, Sucrose? Because it's a riddle that's designed for Windbloom, which is designed to bring people together. So by specifically requiring different areas of expertise, it wants people to come together and bond over this experience.
Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Timaeus, just be careful not to trip over that book. It seems rather ill-placed.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
4 seems very arbitrary, but apparently that makes sense.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was a flower that is not of this world.
Okay, well, we already said that's likely to be a wind bloom, but we've already asked people about a wind bloom in a previous wind bloom festival.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one.
Yeah.
Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
I also think that he would be the most likely to be able to create or generate something that matches the criteria of a wind bloom. You count as an expert too, you know.
Exactly! You're the creator of the tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
I doubt it.
Huh? You really think so?
It's not my idea of a wind bloom, dear.
Oh, but what about Tainari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
But we're looking for a flower that doesn't exist, Paimon.
Alright, I'll add him to the list as well.
Well, you need a 4th person, don't you?
On to group 2.
You said 4 people!
The subject is a guide who will never get lost.
Lies! You said 4 people per riddle. Lies. Well, obviously we're going to be wanting Amber, Collei, possibly Dignity for that one as well.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too. So it's not quite as simple as that.
Ah, perhaps an astrologer that I was being really literal and going for like the outrider and someone who helps the people of the forest.
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she definitely counts.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident. And she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count?
Why?
Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
True.
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
I still find that more of a fallible logic than the astrology.
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
I'm amazed that she wasn't your first suggestion.
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes, I believe there may be one more. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company. He's their surveyor, and an exceptional pathfinder. He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way, and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Is this how we get Micah in it again? Sorry, was it Micah or Mika? I wasn't paying attention. I think it's Micah.
Cool! Another one for our list!
Wait, Collei should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Can we just finish the chat first, Sucrose? We only have another 8 names to get through. It'll take 2 seconds. Unless, Collei has gone to committing suicide because she's so depressed. I think she can wait another 2 minutes for us to list 8 names.
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
Can we at least talk as we walk? We don't have to just stand statically as we have conversations. We can have this conversation and suggest names as we stroll. But apparently it's asking too much of the game. Story of my life. And of course it had to be the next one up. See, we could have had the entire discussion by the time we got up here. Collei, why did you not show up on time? What has hindered you? I still can't see you. Hello? There you are. I've never been to this building before. Is this your inn? Okay.
Hi, Collei. Hope we're not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
Sucrose!
was preparing some stuff.
Why do you have to sound so shady?
Is it time already? Oh no, I'm sorry.
And I've never really known Collei to be that scatterbrained. Collei seems to be wrapping gifts. Does she? She seems to be standing there looking at a building, but okay. And now she's frantically trying to hide it. I wonder who they're for. Well, probably not for us, I'd guess.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
That is not why we came round here. She's been to Mondstadt City multiple times. I think she knows her way, Sucrose.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now. How's that thing going?
Well, we were halfway through the discussion before Sucrose yanked me over here, so can we just continue? Sucrose tells Collei about the 4 riddles and the results of your discussion.
So let's pick up where we left off.
Next up is the 3rd line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind?
Yeah, Diluc is who sprung to mind, actually. I mean, I know he's hiding his whole, Dark Knight hero visage, but it's not really lying.
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie.
I mean, politically, yeah, but not about something that actually matters, Paimon. He's quite a trustworthy and truthful person. Yes, his secret alter ego, the Dark Knight hero. You must have to deny it if anyone asks. In that sense, he's a complicated relationship with the truth. I mean, that's not really how I view truth. I view truth as a more inherent and sincere aspect.
Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but...
Yeah, I guess. Would I trust Kai to tell me the truth without pranking me or teasing me or making fun of me? Ooh, maybe?
You think there's something fishy about him too, huh? Yeah, he's definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time.
What about Eula? She is very straightforward. I don't think she lies to people.
I can't help but agree with you there.
Jean! Jean's trustworthy. Who else we got? Yeah, it's kind of it. Barbara! Barbara. Wait, isn't that what I said back at the beginning? I said that Barbara would feel that component.
There's the tone-deaf bard.
No.
But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else for Bessie?
And Noelle? Surely she fits that category?
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard. But from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her. For example, when Lisa loses track of time in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse, like Lisa's ill today.
I mean, should Lisa really be doing patrol shifts? Doesn't really seem like it's in the ballpark of her job. She really should just stay inside her library.
Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Collei to behave. Like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time.
Don't say that, Collei can hear you.
Do you think that rules her out?
Collei wouldn't lie. She's too innocent and pure for that.
White lies are still
Eh.
lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions.
This prophecy seems very strict. I mean, that is a good point to make.
No, we're the ones being strict.
I still say Barbara and Noelle.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie.
Ooh. Now there's an option I hadn't considered.
Oh, Collei. You probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who looks, a little scary and not very sociable.
I hope we're asking this question sarcastically. What gives you that impression?
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo.
Of course she did.
I thought maybe she was trying to find him, for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent, and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like.
You believed her?
A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward. That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
I can admire that.
She's a tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down.
Just put all the religious chicks down. I know that sounds really stereotypical and generalist, but in this game, it's pretty damn accurate.
In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
I mean, I agree in that he inherently is not an untruthful person, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't lie for his job. And you guys are being stricter than I am in that definition. Therefore, he wouldn't fit your specific list, but he would fit mine.
True. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria.
I mean, yeah, but he has to, like, provide covers and shit for his job and put up a front when he's in said cover for his job. So, no.
Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor, but he couldn't lie to save his life.
That's a fair point, but why is nobody thinking of Barbara? Isn't she the most pure and innocent choice other than Clea in this whole thing?
I've also got someone else in mind.
Yeah,
Noelle,
okay.
the trainee
At least
knight.
someone mentions Noelle.
She's a very honest person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
Still feel weird that Barbara's not being optioned.
Alrighty, write her name down too.
Wait, there's one more person. You know, our
Timaeus.
long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Huh? You mean Timaeus?
Yes, him. Truth be
That's
told,
right.
he's been love-struck recently.
He's in the background of the advertising picture for the Wimbledon Festival.
He
Forgot
swore
about
that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
That's a very strange statement or vow to make. So does that mean once you get the woman you love, you're just going to turn into a piece of shit and you're just going to be dishonest and slack off? Wow.
Timaeus has a crush?
That's false advertising.
Yes, that's right.
It's fraud.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
Is it Marjorie the flower lady? No, wait, Marjorie's a souvenir store. What's the name of the chick? Wait, isn't she a kid who runs the flower store?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue.
Liyue?
Timaeus says that she's fun, has a great personality, and is very, very good looking.
And she lives in Mondstadt. I don't think I know a single Liyuan who lives in Mondstadt. Do I? Which seems weird now that I think about it because they're totally bordering countries. All great qualities, but that says nothing about her identity. That is very, very vague.
Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windbloom Festival.
Okay, but does the lady want him?
But how can we help with that?
Hey, guys, focus. We still got one more riddle to get through.
I don't know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
Again, false advertising. You're gonna make this poor woman think that he's competent, and then she'll find out eventually that he's incompetent and be like, well, I don't want to be with you anymore.
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker.
I mean, that's a little more organic and fine, though I would question why the guy can't deliver himself. I mean, the first word that comes to mind I probably shouldn't say.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
And?
Is it any good?
What's the point of the... What's the point?
I mean, it looks nice.
So he sucks at his job, is what you're telling me.
Sounds like a no. Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Uh-huh. Right.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular line?
Vanessa, but she's dead.
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
That doesn't really agree with my definition of the riddle. Not necessarily, but you have a point. No, I mean, no.
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
Yeah, but how do you translate that to a person?
Maybe Collei. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Yeah, see, I don't know if it's just lost in translation, but that makes absolutely no sense to me. By direct translation of the riddle, it means that the person themselves has to be a legend. None of us qualify for that.
Oh, do I count?
I don't agree.
Of course you do. I'll put you on the list.
Are you eligible for this one, Sucrose?
I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
Point taken. Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
I think the only person who actually applies for this would be the Traveler. She has been the most heroic and legendary in her actions, though to be fair, half the time she just stands around while the things happen around her, or things just happen to happen to her without her input. But out of everybody here, she's had the biggest impact onto that. And on other people's lives.
Collei might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
Alright then, Collei makes the short list.
Well, that should just about do it.
That's terrible.
Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the
That
prophecy.
sounds like a terrible, terrible way to sum up the clues.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? It seems like a lot of people.
Well, look at you, Miss Antisocial.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Do I at least get to choose who I pick?
Okie dokie.
Also, I've thought of a method of gathering feedback.
Huh?
No problem. We can do that.
Sure, I can do this ambiguous thing I don't know.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip.
Ew, no.
So you two can go together.
You can keep her, I don't need
I'll
her.
pair up with Collei.
Honestly, I don't need the emergency food. You can take a sucrose. Maybe you can, transmogify her into something else.
Capable Collei and sensible sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination.
Okay, I promise I'll help. Capable Collei. Yeah, I got this.
Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
So who do I have to see, since I don't get to choose?